Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to MCP's monthly cyber chat. My name is Mike, and today we're going to cover some of the latest threats in the cybersecurity world. So let's get right into it. So one of my topics today is around ransomware, and there's a new survey out from Fortinet that says that 2/3 of the companies who responded to this survey are claiming that they were the target of ransomware. And even more shocking is that 1 in 6 are claiming that it was more than 3 times that they had been targeted. Now, according to that recent Fortinet survey, ransomware attacks have increased nearly 1,100% over the last year. And that's across all industries and all sizes. That is a staggering number. 85% of those responding to that survey said that ransomware was their top concern over other types of threats. And, to add fuel to this fire, remote workers are a concern. And that's given, only 31% of the respondents, who do have that concern indicated that they used network segmentation. Now, network segmentation, for those of you who don't know what that is, means that in this context, if a remote worker is VPN into the home office to get files or data, they're not properly segmented. That means an attacker could potentially have direct access to a production network. So this survey just goes to show that there is still a huge threat out there from ransomware, and that we have to be super vigilant on making sure that all of our remote connections are indeed secure. All right, so federal updates. We're talking about CISA here. A couple of things here is that the Senate Homeland Security Committee on Wednesday, 10/6, advanced 2 bills that were aimed at boosting the U.S. government's insight into cyber attacks, and that's on critical infrastructure, and even in the private sector, as well as across all these federal agencies that they have. Now, this is according to the updates that I see on the web that the committee approved by voice vote, that the Cyber Incident Reporting Act would go into effect, and which would give critical infrastructure owners and operators the 72 hours to report whether they've been hacked or not. And if they paid a ransomware payment, they would have 24 hours to report that. This is requiring organizations like businesses with more than 50 employees, nonprofits, state and local governments, all of them would have to notify CISA if they make a ransomware payment. This is all in an attempt for the federal government to get a better idea and more insight onto what's going on with this ransomware threat. Now, according to the AP, who also reported that the Justice Department is poised to sue those government contractors or other companies who receive grants, US government grants, if they fail to report. And that is a big deal as well. That's adding teeth into this legislation, and that's definitely going to be something that we're going to look and be aware of down the road. All right, so some good news here. Arizona has opened its new Cyber Command Center, and they've dubbed the name of this ISAC, or Information Sharing and Analysis Center. This center is going to be aimed at coordinating some efforts between their state, local, and federal agencies, according to their blog. And the program brings all of the private sector together as well as the public sector. And that's going to be everything from the DOT, Department of Homeland Security in Arizona, the National Guard's Cyber Response Team, as well as the FBI and Department of Public Safety. This is going to give the Arizona Department, a lot more capabilities. It's going to bring all those agencies together under one roof for the ability to collaborate. Now, some of the statistics coming out of the governor's office in Arizona are that these attacks, that they've had attacks going anywhere from over 800,000 against protected Arizona websites. And that's a pretty big number. They've been hit hard by cyber intrusions of all sorts. And according to their blog, that's been targeted towards medical professionals and some school administrators. But some other statistics they provided as well were that from 2005 to 2020, researchers found that Arizona lost roughly $1.6 billion from data breaches. And that was 10.9 million records in the state that were either stolen or lost. And there could have been up to 2.8 million records that were leaked online that have found from Arizona schools. So this is great. I think the Arizona ISAC is going to be a huge boon to the community there in Arizona. I think it's going to help bring all those information sharing departments together. And so we're looking for some really good stuff out of Arizona. So great job by them on getting that set up. Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about today was the Google patches. Now, there were 4 severe vulnerabilities in Chrome that were just released. Recently, Google did say that these were high severity vulnerabilities in their web browser for Chrome, and that the most severe one could allow execution of remote code on that system. Now, there were no mentions that they have had anybody exploited by these vulnerabilities, but rest assured, with as large a user base that Google has with its products, it is important to make sure you're on the latest version. And that goes for lots of other different products that we have out there in the marketplace. All right, so that's it for the cyber updates. Let me leave you with my cyber reminder. And this one's around updating your incident response plan. Now, the biggest factor in a successful recovery from a cyber attack is our ability to respond to it. So having an incident response plan for cyber attacks is an important first step. But today, my reminder is also for those who already have an incident response plan in place. With our ever-changing technology and cyber threat landscape, it's important to update our plans regularly. I recommend quarterly updates where you get together, you have a meeting and discuss those updates and determine if anything needs to be changed or added. Now, the cyber criminals are changing their tactics frequently, so we should be as ready as we can to counter them. All right, guys, as I appreciate your time watching this video. I hope you found it informative and helpful. You can always contact us at our website, www.missioncriticalpartners.com. And while you're there, sign up to receive our cyber threat advisories via email. That's it for this month. Stay cyber safe.
Mission Critical Partners is a professional services and IT services firm that helps clients evolve their public safety systems and operations and improve emergency response through our extensive experience, knowledge, and resources. By providing insight and support every step of the way, our clients are able to transform their mission-critical operations, maximize the value of their investments, and ensure optimal performance and success. Learn more by visiting missioncriticalpartners.com.